Don't commit the same things that you did that took you to prison, that make you become captive. Don't be ended up into that captivative state. Don't get back into that situation, because if you get back there, he has to come and save you again or something. But the man is gone. He came to do a work. He's gone. He has robbed your sins away. He's gone. So you don't need to do that. But we do whatever we claim to be cleansed of. We do it. We repeat it every day of our life. And yet we claim the resurrection. If we don't claim the resurrection, that the man did not resurrect, then you are more on the grounds of faith, which your faith is more understandable, because the man then is dead and the sacrifice has been made for you. So continually he still sort of stand to save your soul, because he is still dead. He is gone to the grave. The sacrifice has been made once, and God has taken him as a sacrifice. God has taken his life. God has, and that means everything is paid for. So in every sense, he is not resurrected. He could not. He is not the man has lost his life, because a life in the Bible is teaching a book that a life is used to pay for a life. That is the matching comparable, or let's say the best relative punishment. If you want to punish somebody who kills somebody, that person also had to be killed. So if we have committed death and so many sins, and the sins that we have committed, the only thing that can pay for is a human life, because we've taken life, then that is why it becomes necessary for us to see that the death of him, the life that was taken, was to place all our, so at the end of the day, he is dead, and those who believe along this lie that he is dead, then their sins has been paid for. But if you believe that he resurrected, which the Christians make noise a lot about resurrection, then what on earth are they so happy about, knowing that they are still corrupted, they are still doing all kinds of nasty things that he sacrificed his life for? Why would they rejoice? What is the jubilation about? Because when we look at this sacrifice here that Noah did, Noah was no way is going to get that sacrifice back. And that sacrifice was solid, was accepted by God, and that's it. Not even Cain's sacrifice or Abel's sacrifice will come back. Sacrifice is made once. Those things, you don't get it back. The things that you use to make sacrifice, you don't get it back. If you use human beings to make a sacrifice, you don't get those human beings back. I think I've made my point there. When we read through 21, and the Lord smiled, a soothing aroma. That is when he made the offering, the altar. He smiled with a soothing aroma. Then the Lord said in his heart, God said in his heart, I will never again cause the ground for man's sake, although the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, nor will I again destroy every living thing as I have done. This offering, according to the storyline, the offering has changed God's mind to sort of forget about, even if a man's heart is wicked, even if, let's say, Noah himself heart it becomes wicked, God doesn't not make it, he'll make it an issue any longer. He just regret for what he did. He regrets by creating man, and he destroyed man. He regrets destroying man. So God is regretting in everything that he do. Anything that he do, he regrets. Why? Jehovah is regretting too much. I will never again cause the ground to do that. He was happy with the blessing. Again, destroyed every living thing. He will never do that again. Why? While the earth remains, if it's okay with the things that they were doing, why would you destroy them? Why would he kill people if he knew that whatever wrong things that they did was okay? I mean, it's acceptable. Why would he Why was he going to make it an issue? Now he could forgive and not make it an issue. But before then, he didn't want to forgive and he made an issue out of it. Okay, 22 says, while the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and the day and the night shall not cease. So God blessed Noah and his sons and said to them, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. This is chapter 9. God blessed Noah. He said, be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. And the fear of you and dread of you shall be on every beast of the earth, on every bird of the air, on all the man's authority. They are given into you. That's verse 3. Every moving thing that lives shall be food for you. I have given you all things, even as the green herbs, but you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is its blood. Surely for your lifeblood I will demand a reckoning. From the hand of every beast I will require it, and from the hand of a man, from the hand of every man's brother I will require the life of a man. And this is what I was talking about. If you take a man's life, God will take your life in the same manner. This is what he was telling Noah. Now it is written here in the book from what I was saying. Because I've read through before, it comes by natural means, memory. It just comes by knowing what is already there. But I probably won't get to the verse and quotations, the loads of verses and quotations. But as I reread on, it comes up, as you see, it's just not too long away from when we talked about it. He says, you will not, if you everything I've given you to eat, the life, but you will not eat the blood in it. And you must know that it is for reckoning. If you take a blood, I'll take a blood from you. If you take a man's life, I'll take a man's life from you. If you take a beast, you take from the hand of every beast, I will require it, and from the hand of every man, from the hand of every man, from the hand of man, from the hand of every man's brother, I will require life of man. In that manner, in let's say verse 6 will probably be a bit explainable, will be more straightforward and translated. For whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood shall be shed. That explains it all. That is what is being said here. But I don't know how the translation has been turned around here, and the words are a bit awkward here and there. If you read it straightforward with somebody who is not more into the Bible, he won't even get a clue of what you are saying. But it has been in verse 6 of chapter 9, it's been brought out the simple explanation, written words. Whoever sheds a man's blood, by man his blood shall be shed. You understand? For in the image of God he made man. And verse 7, and as for you, be fruitful and multiply, bring forth abundantly in the earth and multiply in it. Don't take the life of anybody. Don't do those things. If you take a life, the life of that person will be required from you. That means your life will be taken. That life of that you have lost, that you took, just like what Cain did. Cain took the life of his brother. His life was meant to be taken to pay for what he did. But no, God didn't allow it. God wanted him to be fruitful and multiply. Then God spoke to Noah and to his sons with him, saying, and as for me, behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your descendants. That's covenant establishing. Now, if God did not touch